very pleased to be interviewing Jack Smith, who's Chief Product Officer for Simul Media. Jack, thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming in.
Let's start with your background. How did you get to where you are today?
I started many years ago in broadcasting. I worked in radio. I spent a lot of time working in programming and radio. My last job was at Hearst, working in radio. And when I was working for Hearst, very early days of the internet, I saw the internet and said, wow, this must be what it was like to see television in the 1950s. So I started working in internet advertising. I met Dave Morgan, who founded Simul Media at Real Media when I went to work there, and that was about 12 years ago. I spent time at 24/7, and then we were acquired by WPP Group, and I thought, well, I've spent all this time in digital, maybe it's time to go back and look at broadcasting and what can we do with what we've learned in digital advertising, and how could we apply that to television.
So you're Chief Product Officer. What exactly is that position?
Well, we determine really what to build. So we have a platform that we use to package and sell advertising. We determine how to package the products that we build around that platform, and really how we grow the business and new markets to go into.
So this is not quite IT, not quite research. Where would you classify it?
It's sort of all things. It touches all aspects of the business. So we work with our science team, with the technology team, with finance, with the sales team, and we take input from our internal, those are our internal constituents, and we go out and talk to clients about what we should be building and how we should be building it, and hopefully we output a good product that the market wants. Can
you please talk a little bit about Simul Media and some of the products that you develop for Simul Media and their clients?
Yes, well, we sell television advertising. I guess the easiest way to explain what we do is Moneyball for TV advertising. So we take data that hasn't been available in television before, and we use that to help advertisers and agencies better reach the audiences that are interested in their products. So hopefully during this whole process we're helping make TV advertising a little better.
Can you talk about some of the products you developed?
Yes. Well, we have a platform called A7, and as a part of that platform we brought in a lot of set-top box data. So set-top box data has anonymous, directly measured viewing from around 30 million U.S. persons, U.S. households. And we combine that with ad occurrence data, so what ads ran where. We also bring in Nielsen's all-minute respondent level currency data for television, as well as some other data that we've developed in the U.S. Census. And we use that to better understand how people are watching television and how better to reach them if you are a TV advertiser. So the output of that essentially is a media package, a package of inventory that complements plans that agencies have already put together. So this data resource based on set-top boxes allows us to see in a much more granular level how campaigns are reaching particular audiences, and because we're able to see that, we're able to look at inventory on television that agencies wouldn't necessarily look at just because they haven't been able to really see it or understand what audience was in that inventory before.
Is your set-top box data second by second?
In some cases it's second by second. In other cases it's aggregated up to minutes. So it really depends on the data source.
And how do you standardize it? Is it all minute by minute at this point?
It really depends on what we're trying to measure. So if we're looking at doing a time series for quality control, for example, we might roll it up to minute by minute, or we might just do points in time. So pick 1 hour points in time. At that point, if a particular box is watching a network, it doesn't matter whether it's minute by minute or second by second.
Do you currently have agencies that are planning and buying off your data?
Yes, so we currently work with a number of agencies. We've run probably 85 campaigns to date. A lot of them have been TV marketers promoting their content. There are other verticals as well as travel and others. But yeah, we do work with a number of agencies.